Okay, first of all, thank you for accepting my invitation. You are
Ah,
one of my pop heroes.
thank
Yes,
you.
yes,
My pleasure.
for sure. Okay, I would like to start by asking you about the new album. You have announced that the recording will begin in May in London.
Yes,
Are you excited about the recording?
I really am. The songs that I've written sound very good to me, and the musicians that will appear on this album, some of them
Okay,
I've worked with on previous albums, some of them are new to me. But nowadays I work with very great musicians, and so I already know that when we go into the studio and all the band will have learnt the songs from the demos before we go in.
okay,
So when we all do arrive at the studio, it's just like a combustion of all of our ideas and styles and tastes, and you mix them all together, and that's what comes out with the record sounding the way it will sound. I do a
okay.
lot of editing, I do a lot of post-production, but the live takes will happen on May the 2nd for 10 days, and that's where we're going to get the basis of what will become the whole album.
Perfect, perfect. Also, you have announced that there will be VIP passes to be able to watch the recordings.
Yeah.
That is an interesting way of funding some costs. How did these passes work? Is there a pass limit or how?
Well, there's not a pass limit, but I limit it to 2 people per session,
Okay.
because otherwise it gets too, of course, the priority is that the musicians and myself, we're not distracted, we're not interfered with, that we can concentrate on the music rather than stopping off. It's not the same as when you meet fans after a gig and you can have a talk
Yeah.
and chat. In the studio, very much the people that have bought a VIP pass to the recording studio, they know that they are there to witness how we work. And for the people that choose to come, that's what they want to see. They want to see the mystery of how music gets made,
Yeah.
which is completely novel to most people, to anyone that's not a musician and hasn't been in a studio.
Okay.
I don't think they've got any idea the amount of work or attention to detail or the amount of times we have to play something to get it right. I don't think anyone realizes what really happens behind closed doors.
It's the
And so,
first time that you do this kind of activity.
no, I did it a little bit on
Ah,
the last
okay.
album. And
Okay.
the type of fans that come along for the VIP studio session, they are, they're they are they are the kind of fans that are genuinely interested on seeing the process of us working. So
Yes.
it's very nice. It's a really good experience for them. And as you say, the money that they pay helps pay for the studio, which is very expensive. And yeah, it's good for everyone. And I'm
Yeah.
happy to have them there.
I can congratulate you because I think that is a good idea and it's going to win. You win because
Yeah.
you are talking to me that it's a good way to earn money. At the same time, for friends, it's a good chance to see you in
Private
your
working
work, you
life.
know?
Yeah. It's, if somebody asked me if I wanted to go and see the Stones record, this would be something great to see, even for me as a musician that's been in the studio many times. It's always thrilling to go into someone else's session and see the way they work. So I think it is a really great experience. And it's completely different to an after show pass at a gig or something where everyone's really high on the live show and
Yeah.
everyone's like really excited and happy. This is more like, behind the curtains. How does it get made?
Yeah. Recently, I watched the documentary about the Beatles Get Back. More or less,
Right.
is the same situation, no?
Yeah, I too. I mean, oh God, that documentary is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And so, but isn't it exciting to see Paul and John and, well, all of them just kind of jam it out. And I've always felt the same thing about when you see the Rolling Stones doing Sympathy for the Devil.
Yeah,
In
Sympathy for the Devil. Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing. It's just so nice.
Yeah, it's
If you love music, it's really interesting how music gets made.
is your favorite band the Beatles or not?
No, but
No.
the older I get, the more I'm amazed by Paul McCartney's talents.
Yeah,
They're all talented, but Paul McCartney, his voice, his ability for melodies, obviously his playing.
do you prefer McCartney than John Lennon?
No, because I love the stuff that John Lennon did after the Beatles. I love his music after the Beatles. And in terms of a rock and roll voice, the pure power that McCartney has when he sings, he's got a really amazing voice.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love George. You know, one of my favorite songs when I was a young girl was Something by
Something, yes.
so you know, I love all of them, of course. And I don't know about favorite bands now. In the old days, I would have just said the Rolling Stones.
Me too.
Yeah, tricky, really tricky. If you've got to choose between
Yeah, it's
Helter
very hard
Skelter or
to take
Sympathy for the
decision. Yeah,
Devil, I don't think you can choose. You need both.
yes. It's both of them is great bands, and it's very difficult to take a decision to choose
Yeah.
one. Okay, I
And
have
you need
seen.
you need Bob Dylan, you need the Stooges, you need the Ramones, you know,
Yeah,
you need
the
you
punk
need
rock of
all of them.
70s.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I have seen the song titles, and in three of them, the word love appears.
Right.
Is love the best source of inspiration for you as an artist?
I think it's because it's my 10th album. And so on Racing 2, it was
Yeah.
it was predominantly sex.
Sex.
Yeah.
Another
And
period of your life, no?
you know, like really expressing the nitty-gritty of feeling sexy. And but I think because the 10th album is a kind of anniversary album, in the lyrics, I've been trying to find that bit inside me that has enough strength to give love.
Give
Give
love.
love.
Give and receive, or only give?
Well, yes, receive, I hope. Yes, of course. It's nice to be loved. But it's more the enough character in my life now, in my sense of self, that
Okay.
I'm strong enough to give love, to give love, to give it, and for there to be, and that in itself is its own reason to give love. You know, one of the songs, it was during when the Ukrainian war
Okay.
started. That's when it's kind of around about then that I started writing the album, and just seeing those little kids losing their parents, both of their parents, when their buildings would get bombed, and suddenly they
Wow.
were orphans with maybe only one leg left, all at the age of 6 or something. So their lives are changed forever.
Yeah.
It was just the feeling of just wanting to be there for them, to protect them, to love them. So
Yeah.
it's not that the whole album is about the Ukrainian war, but just
Yeah, I suppose.
just the ability to give love and not need anything in return.
Okay, then you have writing this album after the pandemia, I suppose.
Yeah, it started during the pandemic and has finished after the pandemic. Yes.
Okay. I read in an interview that your last tour of Great Britain to presenting your album Queen High Straight went very well. Do you
Yeah,
plan?
amazing.
It's amazing, no? Okay.
We managed to do a 28 date tour of the
28
UK,
days around all the country.
and none of us got COVID. It was incredible. We didn't
Wow.
have to cancel any show. 70% of the shows were sold out because it was
So
during
loud, 70%. Awesome. Wow.
it was during one of those periods when lockdown was lifted And then there was another surge. So it was in about a month, a period of a month after the second virus and before the Omicron.
Omicron, yes, started in January, I remember.
Right.
Okay, and do you plan to do a tour this year for the release of the new
Yes,
album?
definitely. And as always, I mean, people write to me and say that they want to book European dates, and I just hope that this time that comes true. Because
Okay.
I haven't played a gig I've done DJing in Spain, but
Yes.
I haven't done a gig in Spain for ages.
Do you have any plan to come and play in Spain in the future?
Well, of course I want to. But I mean, but that involves venues thinking they can sell the venue tickets, press, radio,
Okay,
promotion.
I saw in your Facebook fan page that you love Barcelona.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I love all of Spain, but I go to Barcelona the most. And
Almost
for a few years, I was a very, very regular DJ at a club in Barcelona called Razzmatazz.
Yes, in Razzmatazz.
Yeah.
Okay, I live near the Razzmatazz. I don't know about your activity
Oh,
as a
yeah.
DJ in Razzmatazz. Okay.
I would come over every 3 months from New York. I was really, really regular. I would do the pop bar.
Okay, Razzmatazz is the first venue in Barcelona. Is the most famous.
Yes,
Wow.
and the guy Javi who books it remains one of my best friends. So
I
yeah,
don't know.
he would fly me in every 3 months.
Okay, okay. It's a big surprise for me. I don't know about this information. Wow.
And but last summer I came to Barcelona on a holiday, not working at all. Because I've
Okay.
had so many adventures in Barcelona since Transvision Vamp. I mean, I would come there a lot for Razzmatazz. So I know my way around Barcelona, but I came on holiday and it was just so, and funnily enough, I walked down the whole Ramblas and
Ramblas. Yes.
retraced the whole of the video for Born to Be Sold. I went into the little square where the fountains are at basically at the bottom of the Ramblas. And I found all the locations for Born to Be Sold.
Yeah,
It was
Barcelona is a beautiful place because Gaudí architecture is
yeah.
awesome, no?
Yes, I did all of that, and so much fun. I went on a boat that along by the harbor and sailed along from the W Hotel to the end of the for about 2 miles. So I did the whole tourist experience. It was so nice.
Okay, okay. I appreciate you that you love Barcelona because it's my. I am from Galicia, another region of the Spain, but actually I live in Barcelona and it's.
Whereabouts do you live?
I live
Which
in Badalona, near to Barcelona. It's a town 20 minutes more or less from the center of Barcelona,
right?
but it's
Yeah,
a beautiful place as well.
it's great. It's great.
Yeah, the
I love
weather is very
I love
hot,
the
but
yeah. I love the food market off the Ramblas. You know the food
yes,
market?
la boquería is called.
Yeah, there you go. It's just great.
Yes,
So
okay.
I'm always very happy in Barcelona, but everywhere in Spain, Transvision Vamp was very successful in Spain and we played everywhere.
But is there any chance to play not as DJ, as a singer with your new album in Barcelona?
Well,
Is
like I
there?
say, it's not just up to me.
Yeah,
An agent, a promoter, a venue, fans, they need to want to do it.
yeah,
And so hopefully this time it can all come together. It is the 10th album after all. So
yeah. I know. You have a long career. It's incredible. Okay, I will ask you about the woman in the music industry now. Do you think there are more opportunities for women in the music industry? Is it easier now or harder?
I really don't know. I think it's hard at any time for a
Yeah,
female to be treated equally in any job. And exceptional women, they can make it. But also girls need to want to play, you know, it's also up to the girls. You know, instead of wanting to buy makeup and clothes, which are great,
Yeah.
they instead maybe need to pick up an instrument. They want, you know, I don't know why more men form bands than girls, because when girls form bands, they're really, really great.
Yeah, but
Um,
at the same time, there are festivals in Great Britain, such as the Download Festival or the 2003 Festival,
yeah,
that are now including female bands on their bills, no?
well, they
I
fucking
feel.
should be. You don't think? I mean, music isn't just for men. Hello?
Tell me, sorry.
Oh, yes, of course they should be including female bands.
Yeah, yeah,
And the biggest art,
it's a great new, but it's not enough, no?
but I mean, you can't just have female bands because they're female. You have to
Yeah,
have them because they're good.
yeah, I understand you. I understand you that you mean not only for average,
Gender.
not yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I understand you. Yeah, but it's better than in the past, no? In the past, it's very difficult to find a female band in a festival, no?
Right, an
But
all-female band. There have always been girls fronting men bands, like me, like Chrissy Hind, like Patti Smith.
yeah,
You know, there are always girls in front of a male band. But yeah, not so much that you see all girl bands, but they're out there.
okay. One of the biggest influences of you has been Debbie Harry from the band Blondie. What do you admire most about Debbie?
Well, in actual fact, the people that inspire me the most are television,
Yes.
Richard Hell and the Voidoids, the Stooges.
Yes.
Um, it's basically the CBGB scene, the
Yeah, the
Patti Smith.
punk rock of the 70s, no? Of
Yeah.
this venue, yeah.
But so I love the songs of Blondie. They're proper great pop songs. But I guess when I was a young teenage girl, then also the Debbie Harry's beauty was incredible.
Yeah.
So I used to like to look at her and listen to the band. They look really cool in their videos as well.
I believe that you are a great influences for many women. Do you feel that way?
That's what, yes, I mean, girls tell me that. Yeah. I don't think about it in my
But
daily life. But
yeah,
yes,
but some female singers tell you, I think, several times, or because for me it's a reality that you are a great influences for many women, no?
yeah, yes, for a whole generation.
Whole
For
generation. Yeah.
for the 80s and 90s, I definitely played a role. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Uh, it's all right if I ask you some questions about Transmission Band, or do you
Yeah,
don't
of
want?
course.
Yes?
No, of course. Yeah.
Okay. What would you change about Transvision Vamp history if you went back to those days?
Um, better a better way of looking after the business, because I was so young, 16,
Yeah.
17, 18.
Yes.
You have managers and accountants and lawyers and agents and tour managers, and there's a lot of money getting made, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of money being paid. And I would take a better control of the business side of things now. But at the age of 17, I didn't care. So
Yeah. In that period of time, the labels control of your all of your music, no? Have the control of the music,
well,
I
not
think.
really the making of music. No, they didn't control what we made or what we delivered for the music. But yes, Nick and we didn't even have our names on our own checkbook. That was the manager. So I will never know who got paid and how much. I'll never know. All I know is that I was earning the money and they were spending it.
Okay. And what lesson have you learned from the experience of being the singer of a famous band?
Sleep as much as you can.
8 hours per day, no? At less.
Very unlikely. But it's not, if you're going to do world tours, you listen, whatever you decide to do, you need to do it the very best you can. So that means you need to work. You need to work at your talent and your skill. And yeah, lessons to be nice to the fans, because you know, every single person that comes up to you for an autograph or a conversation after a show or backstage somewhere, everyone's got a story, everyone's got a life, and no one's better than anyone else.
Yeah.
So
I believe.
Yeah, so the best lesson is to treat everyone with consideration and respect.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. You know that in Spain, rock music is no longer a big thing. Now reggaeton music and Latin music is the trend. What do you think about Rosalia singer? Do you like it?
Who?
Rosalia, a famous singer in Spain. Do you know Rosalia and all of this kind of music? Latin music, Shakira, and all of this?
Oh, no, I don't listen to Shakira, no.
Oh, also in Spain is all the this music is now the only music that you can hear in the radio, and for the rockers is very sadly.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
okay,
yeah, I've got no interest.
Rosalia is a famous singer in Spain that is promoting by Sony and sold a lot of albums and has a lot of viewers in the YouTube channels. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you recommend me a current band to us?
What, a current band?
Yes.
No.
And from the 90s?
Well, I liked a band called the Black Lips. That's about the last band I got really excited by.
Black Lips.
The Black Lips.
Okay.
Lips, Lips, the Black Lips. They're like really druggy Beach Boys. So they sound like the Beach Boys, but they're fucked up. Really good.
Okay. The last question that I want to ask you is, of your 9 albums as a solo singer, which one are you most proud of having created and why?
Well, I love all of them, of course. But when I listen back, there are just some incredible songs. Well, Queen High Straight is amazing, but some incredible songs on Racine 2 and I Came Here to Blow Minds, which is my second, I don't know what it is, third solo album. Racine 1, Racine 2, I Came Here to Blow Minds, The Price of the Ticket, Queen High Straight, and now The Shape of History. So I really love I Came Here to Blow Minds.
Okay.
I love Racine 2 as well.
Okay, and maybe the new songs it will be the best.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Last year I thought Queen High Straight was the best. That's the whole point. Each time you make an album, of course, your ambition is to make it the best you've ever done.
Yeah, I suppose.